Tiga.
Good afternoon, judges. Today we want to highlight a leaky pipe in our hospital's operational system that keeps our ER constantly revolving with housing insecure patients. Historically, we've relied on a logical operational flow. A patient enters the ER, we stabilize them, and then we direct them into the outpatient clinic for a follow-up as a safety net. But the reality is, the data proves that for housing unstable patients, the system fails completely. A staggering 76% of these vulnerable populations disappears without a trace, lost to the system and completely disconnected from our care, rather the moment they walk out from the ER doors. At first glance, the solution sounds simple. Just make sure they show up there for their clinic follow-ups. Bisa next there. However, ladies and gentlemen, as the data scientist, we must be honest with you. Our data reveals a rather paradoxical fact. It turns out that even for the fraction of housing unstable patients who do successfully attain their clinic follow-ups, the rate of relapse and returning to the ER is almost exactly as the same as those who don't show up, hovering around 4.74% to 4.87%. Why is this? Because no matter how hard our doctors work in the clinic, medical care cannot prescribe a home. Clinical treatment alone has proven ineffective at breaking a cycle of a relapse that is deeply rooted in the social crisis. So, if attending the clinic isn't proven to cure their core problem, why does that 76% leakage rate matter so much? Next there, because losing that 76% of the patients means the hospital loses its one and only window of opportunity to provide the operational assistance they truly need, such as a social worker referral, access to a shelter, or a transportation assistance. We cannot provide social interventions to people who have already vanished onto the streets. In fact, roughly 76% of the housing unstable patients who eventually crash back into our ER come directly from this very group we failed to engage at the start.
And one thing we could not ignore is that the the survey that the clinic conducts is has the flow itself. For example, in this plot, we see that the SVH survey, the SDO survey, and the SVI survey, which is from the government, it differs by a lot. Like for example, in the Riley, Shawnee, and Douglas and Lyon. And moreover, why this is important? Because the SVI and the revisit should the logic should be the higher the SVI index is, the lower the revisit is because we don't want a revisit. But as we can see here, the scatter plot shows that the higher the SVI is, the higher also the revisit is, which strengthen our argument that the social worker should go to the unhousing stable group so that the revisit could be lowered. Maybe that's all from us. Thank you.